we'd like to sincerely thank our Patreon supporters. What's going on, everyone? It is late in the evening, and Kagan and I are, well, we didn't necessarily plan this, but she reminded me that I told her we had a crawfish trap. And in the comments of one of our other videos, somebody mentioned, why don't you put a crawfish trap out and catch some crawdads? Well, there's a ditch that runs around our entire neighborhood that stays wet year round. And in fact, this video isn't even about this, but you know what? Why don't we start it and finish? Oh, look at Pete running off the cows. He chased the cows off there. This video is about making a laybox for Ivy. You know, Ivy was with Forrest, and she's very close to laying. In fact, she's stopped. She didn't eat her food from yesterday, so should be here. So be some, oh, we're gonna need the tongs. Some very ripe chicken, which would be great for this crawfish trap. So let me get this in the trap, and then we'll put it over the fence. And then tomorrow morning, we're gonna come in and frame this out and build her whole laybox, lid, everything, and get it plugged in. I think she's gonna walk right in it and start digging. Like, soon as she knows it's there, I think she's gonna be totally happy with it. I'm gonna put you guys down for a second because this is really gross and I gotta get it in the trap. All right, so now we're walking back. I don't know why I'm walking downwind from that wonderful smell. And yeah, the back corner of our property, I hope it's still wet. It's usually always holding water. That was funny to see Pete run those cows off. Now, I remember when we first got the property, Pete tried to do that when one of the bulls was by the fence. And Pete ran up to him. Oh, just scared a rabbit. Oh, and it ran into our yard. Is this holding water right now or no? Oh, it's all dried up.
Hey, Zelda, no ma'am. You stay on this side.
Oh, shoot. That always has water, but now it's dry.
Shucks.
We're gonna try our pond. We got nothing else. All right, we'll try the pond and see what happens. All right, this is not what we wanted to do, but we do own this trap and we can do it somewhere else. We decided that near the dock is the area where we put the most food. You can hold the end of the string. I'll kind of walk it out. We don't want it to be too far out because the crawfish are going to be in this first couple feet. But this is where we put most of the food into here. So that sinks down in there good. I think that's going to be a good, yeah, you just tie it wherever, loop it around or something. So we'll check that tomorrow after we're done with the laybox. That might be a good indicator letting us know if we have crawfish in here. Might be a massive tease for the turtles. We may find that
baby turtle.
Yeah, the turtle. Well, no, it would drown a baby turtle if it went in there. It can't come up for air. So please, no turtles go in there. But we will be able to use this crawfish trap in other areas and see what we have. All right, tomorrow morning we start on the laybox. All right, we're gonna try and come in here very calm because this is just the day after. Yeah, close the door, baby, just in case. She's definitely been digging, and I don't want to excite her, but she knocked some boards over. We'll try and put this back, but there is an egg, a beautiful egg, sitting on top of the laybox, so we're going to get that without rolling it into the incubator. And
Do you think there's more in there?
it doesn't look like she reburied, so we'll check on that this afternoon. I think she just got an early egg out. Still very exciting. All right, so it's a couple mornings later. We've been dealing with Ivy's egg situation, but we'll fill you that in on that in a little bit. You know, we tried to and catch some crawfish in the lake, but we didn't do good, right, Kagan?
No, nothing.
So we need to pull this very, very stinky chicken out of the trap. I think we can use the tongs to unspring that and put some, ooh, yeah, probably right about there. So we're gonna shake that, get the trap open, shake that out of the trap. But what we're gonna do is we're going to the gym this morning, and that ditch where we caught all those good crawfish, we're gonna go way out of our way to go put this crawfish trap in that ditch and see what happens in the hour or so that we're at the gym. I mean, I would say we'd be in the gym for an hour, but we also have that big drive out of the way. So that should be a good amount of time to let it soak and see if we can't get any crawfish that way. And then we'll jump back onto the Laybox today to, oof, yeah, keep the dogs away from that, get a final outcome on what that Laybox did. I mean, you're gonna know in a couple minutes. I think we did it a couple days late. A couple days late, but we'll get into that. All right, let me get my hands. All right, we're in front of that property. I'm scarfing down a banana. Ooh, Kagan's getting that really good smelling trap.
Oh, look at all the snails that came off.
Yeah, we have a ton of really tiny pond snails. We're gonna have to try and collect those snails for the demurrals again and see if they don't like those little pond snails. That would be awesome. So we're gonna get this in the water quickly. Yeah, like right over there. Buy weeds, don't walk. I want it off this maple so we know to get it.
And I'll hold the camera and you check. Oh, you hold the camera.
All right, that's in there. All right, drop it. There's a guy in a tractor coming over here. Technically, this is in front of someone's house, so we could come back and the trap be removed. Hopefully that's not the case. We'll see what happens. All right, it's the moment of truth. Kagan is gonna pull the trap out. It's about solid hour and a half later, right?
I see fish in it.
Fish?
I don't see.
Not a single crawfish.
No.
Well, you know, truth be told, I assumed that it was going to have to soak longer. Letting something soak for an hour and a half is not how you would do crawfish traps with my uncles and my grandpa and stuff in Louisiana. We'll do a separate video on doing that properly, get a couple of those traps and set them out, not on someone's property. Again, this is the swale or easement onto these people's property. So I don't even know if that's polite to do or right. We kind of snuck it this one time. We'll find some other areas. It's got to be marshy, thick enough areas with a lot of vegetation, but also not an area that's going to have an alligator, because an alligator or a turtle will just molest that trap, and I mean a gator will just grab it and try and take off with it.
You know, it's wild though. We caught so many crawfish here last time just netting them. I thought for sure we'd see at least one in it.
Well, they could have been poking around the perimeter of the trap and just never found that door. It's got to take some time to find the actual door. What I do see in the water, I don't know if you guys can see that little white ring right there. That's a tilapia bed. Leroy across the street did say that there were a lot of tilapia in this little ditch that's got garbage. I know when we were netting, that island is actually floating in the middle. What seems like land, there's water underneath it. So that's actually floating vegetation. I mean, it really does seem like an ideal place for crawfish, but I mean, we're still learning this town, so we'll find some other areas. Let's get back to the house and let's see what's going on with that Laybox. All right, it's the next day, and I want to start off by saying I made a name mistake. I said we were across the street from Leroy's house, and it was Leon. Remember, I'm horrible with names until I interact with somebody 5-6 times, and then it imprints. So I apologize for that. But we are going into her enclosure. We were hoping, and yes, Kagan is with me. We were hoping that Ivy was going to be in her hide box so we could do this without disturbing her. But that is not the case. She's out. She still has dirt all over her face, which really troubles me if she's still digging. So we are going to, hopefully without exciting her too much, and poor girl going into her laybox, which she is, you see, she's very curious about me going in. Now, this is what I'm looking at, is she still has a really nice significant hole here. There was a hole there, but that's buried. But I think the smart play is for Kagan and I to dig this up. If she can stay right there, I think we'll be okay. And get a bucket or two. It's gonna be hard underneath the shelf. A bucket or two out of the way, and then transfer dirt one way, transfer dirt the other way, and see if there aren't any good eggs in here. I guess we'll see what happens. We dug the entire laybox out and nothing. But we did finish the lid, so we're ready for next time. Now the heat mat is still on, so we're going to unplug it. Looks at a little tree frog inside of there. Look, I'm hiding right there. Pretty cool. It's got a little safe place. Now that controls the bottom heat pad inside of the hide box, but that's not needed anymore. And then the top circuit we'll use for all the Laybox heat pads. So we're just going to remove the cinder block and board. If I grab the cinder block, will you grab the 2x12 in front of her? And I haven't handled her in a long time. She was actually very calm when I picked her up, which was really nice to see. She was a very, if you guys remember, she came from Ed Waldrop. He had given us Ivy as well as Aqua. Aqua ended up going to my buddy Adam because he didn't fit into the breeding program with any female. In fact, he took most of Ivy's tail off when I tried to pair them. But Bumblebee is coming back. Bumblebee's been successful with Ivy in the past. So before her next cycle, we'll make sure to pair her up with him and hopefully get some of those really sweet het black dragons from the two of them again. But she's all set up for next time around. Do you want to go and unscrew the, you guys hear that cow or bull? That's
holy cow.
Holy cow. Pete's staring at him like, what is going on? All right, so we're gonna unscrew the winter board from Pinky, because Pinky should lay some unfertilized very, very soon. Yeah. All right.
Look at her.
She looks like she's gonna pop.
Yeah, she does.
We fed her a very small meal. Good. I usually leave the screw partially in there. It's fine. Now we won't turn the heat mat on yet. We'll wait for her to go in and start digging. If we see her go in and start digging, then we'll go ahead and put that heat mat on there for her. So exciting stuff there. Now let's go inside to the office and check on those eggs in the incubator. All right, Kagan and I are in the office opening the incubator, and these eggs are not looking good. I think I see some something foul going on some of those eggs. Maggots. There's not a good one in there. Oh, it's just fungus.
It's just mold. I mean, that doesn't look terrible. These two have mold. These ones have mold.
Yeah, the back half of the bottom half of that one egg. You want to lift it up without it rolling?
This one?
Yeah. I dare you to give it a sniff.
It smells fine.
It smells good?
Yeah.
Omelet?
Nope. I'm not gonna sniff those though.
All right, so we're gonna take all the rest out?
Yeah. I dare you to sniff that one.
Oh. I tell you what we'll do. We'll do that. Close those off. You want that one to go in there? If you do, separate it really well from that other egg.
I don't see any mold on that one.
Nah, I'm not pushing any others.
This is the one that was in the water. It's got mold.
Okay, so what we're gonna do is, I don't mind transferring the lid. And we're gonna put some of that spring water in there.
Oh, you got my hot pink socks on camera.
Oh, yeah.
Say when.
That's good. I think I have another gallon to get in there. And let's stick it on yeah, that's perfect. And while we're in there, T negatives, 12/15, so June 15th, these are due.
Those eggs are huge.
They are huge. They are, I mean, probably 30% bigger than all her other eggs, so just the 5 of them. 5 twins, that would be cool. All right, I need to fix that saran wrap before we shut this off. Or if you grab the camera, that'd be perfect. Get that right before I shut it.
I can't wait to see the monster albino babies from those eggs.
Yeah, I'm very curious. Are they going to be the same size or bigger or what? But I think that's all for this one. You can't win it. You can't win every time. Actually, we've been losing quite a bit on the babies, but we will figure it out. And if we don't, it's not the end of the world. I mean, really what's important is the adults that we have are happy and healthy. We do need to make money to support the property. But if you know anyone who wants albino babies, please send them my way. But I think that's all for this one, guys. Until next time. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. See you soon.